Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another day of the Astro Gravitational Report for you, and some wisdom coming into your way. Change. A lot of things is gonna start changing, and we've seen it, these energies, we've seen it, these powers that have been coming with this transfigurations, transformations. But that it's, hi Kimberly J, glad to see you here. And that it's coming with need, okay? If you don't feel the need to change, you ain't gonna change. You're not gonna be transformed, you're not gonna be changing because you like the way you are. That it's nothing goes on in there. But right now, currently, we are in this moment of changing the humanity. There is a lot of things is going on right now within the world with this change. Change can be positive or negative. A lot has to do with, every time when you evolve in something, you have to let it go of something. That's mean that you're gonna create something, but at the same time, that it's coming, that creation, it's coming from path that you see that it's something can be destroyed. So when you see this kind of like a polarity in there, we are gonna have some this energies of change. That is what the image is for today. It is about to change. But imagine you go home within yourself, within your internal self, and you see this. You need to change. And what is your needs? Okay. What is your needs is going to determine it of the things that you need to change within yourself. The change sometimes is painful process, sometimes is the beauty. It all depends of how the things and what things you are going to make it out of it. The energy will be present. It all depends of you how you use this energy. And when that energy comes to you, what is going to be your processing of this? Today the moon is going to be moving out of Capricorn. That is a like the energy of this. When you've been, for example, when you've been a public servant and you do public service and you do a lot of this energies at some point, you find out that it doesn't matter how much you do, the people cannot resonate on a certain levels within certain situations in the professional life, which is Capricorn, is also related into. That is a one of the things doesn't work. You have to go back into thinking a different way. You go back into this drawing board. You going back into these transformations. Is the same thing within all the areas of life. Even if you take the laws, if you take the judgment system is changed, the belief systems is changed, the government system is changed. So is a lot of things that require this change. The moon is going to be joining Pluto. That is going to be going into the depth of the transformations that it's coming within the age of Aquarius. Okay, thinking about totally a new way. But that Pluto that is on Aquarius, he's got a point, a direction. That is point of directions he's developing self, which is in where? In the opposite end. That is in Leo. So this is gonna be that kind of like a energy that you are going to feel from within yourself about yourself. And that's what is going to be determining the need, okay? The need for one self, because this is a individual change and transformations for the collective benefits. That's what the Aquarius is. I'm changing myself to show up myself in there that I can change, and it's up to others. They can change themselves. So with this kind of like energies on a process, here is the chart for in the morning, which is going to be in about 4 hours from now. at least where I am. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. Um, the ascendant is going to be at Taurus, and right now, that energy of Pluto, it is squaring the beginning of Taurus. Is kind of like a something within the material world from the beginning, or something in there is not quite right. Okay. We see in it that the ascendant is pointing out towards the boat Lilith, which is right now. It's kind of like at the last minute with the to solve something within the relationships. We solve them, that's gonna be great. We didn't solve them, we have to go through a deepest parts within the underworld, within the deepest things within ourselves, which is the mean Lilith is gonna be entering Scorpio. The true Lilith is already there. She is kind of like gathering informations. She just goes back and forth, back and forth. She moves in and out, and so on. She controls this kind of like a orbit in there. To me, as an energy, is like what do you have to look within the shadow. She can help it in there in this process. But as we see in it, that the Lilith it is squaring the moon and Pluto in the morning, as the moon is still gonna be opposing Mars. That is about lack of actions. A lack of action is because something has not been changed. Something has not been. You seen old patterns. You are about to repeat old patterns. You're going back into old problems that have not been resolved. And now we are looking within yourself, and it's like, it's time for me to change. All right, so going on with this energies at 8 o'clock, this is going to be very beautiful because it's going to be in a cusp between Capricorn and Aquarius. That is at that moment, particularly within a business, work, or situations. It's kind of like coming this energy is like we need to do the business the new way. We cannot go into this destructive path. We cannot go ahead because things doesn't work. Doesn't matter what kind of like energies you're gonna be taking it with this because the moon is in Capricorn. Okay, this is involving everything that needs to be done with the business, with professionals, public servants. I'm not talking about public servants as a Virgo. I'm talking about in a hospital of healing and so on. Talking about policemen, firefighters, lawyers, government workers, and so on, including presidents. Okay, so this energy is all pointing out where it's coming up from here at that inner work, and it's coming out to this portal, the portal of certain things that needs to end. The same thing like the butterfly. Okay, you have to get off of this cocoon to become a butterfly. The only problem with the butterfly is you can never see how beautiful you are unless you fly over the water. There's a mirror effect in there. So you have to look at yourself, how beautiful you're going to be changed where in the mirror. So Ascendant is going to be at Gemini. That's going to be changes in a friendly way. Okay. It's a lot of these things is like if you're going to work, you're gonna feel like what's going on with the people. They're a little bit more friendly. They're a little bit more situation. It doesn't have this intense energy as the last Friday. There's something new here. There's something new. It's coming here. You're gonna be feeling that positive energy, but it's the same thing. You're gonna be part of that. Now, if you have something heavy within you, this is gonna be like I don't feel that there is, I don't understand what this is. And that is going to be create the need again to change. All right, the next hour at 9 o'clock, Midheaven's going to be at Aquarius. He's going to be pointing out towards Jupiter about this beautiful growth in the ascendant in there. We're going to have some time that, okay, it's time to move, it's time to grow, it's time to get there. But Jupiter is kind of like, I'm not sure about it. I'm not getting there. And this is good energy because right now we have a Mercury and a Venus retrograde. Okay. Venus is about almost 2 degrees within Aries, and she is going back into Pisces. So, on the one side, we are having Saturn, the North Node, in there, and Neptune. We all have that energies in there from Pisces. They're pushing towards areas in there. And the other side, we have the Sun with the energy as right now the Sun and Mercury retrograde. They're about to pressing that. So we're going to have some internal communications that we need to do, communications that needs to be understood before we grow. You have to tell your mind something before you change. And this is going to be a hard thing because when your mindset is not process the informations, things is not going to go because you have no point of what? Direction. Okay, so point of directions, you have to have something and you have to have something that it's ending and you need some point of direction. But if you have not make up your mind what this point is, what this end is, you're not having starting point. So you're missing the directions. So with this kind of like energies, is going to be an additional trigger with that need. But the directions is going to come in from who? From the ascendant. I repeated that a few times in there, but to remind you, the ascendant comes in as a visions, and then you are working out that energy. And 4 or 5 hours after that, you are working that out. Okay, because the ascendant it moves, and it goes into the midheaven. It's the same thing as the information goes here, it moves through your brain and goes into the center of your brain. And that's what the midheaven is in there. In your personal chart, midheaven, it is representing the work that you came here for. Okay, you choose that profession, you choose that performance, you choose that things in there. Particularly people who have a midheaven in areas, for example, those are the people who came in for their own selves, to find who they are, to establish who they are, to grow who they are, to overcome things that they are. People with Taurus, they are about these material possessions. They are very good within the real estates and there and so on and so on. While the people who have a midheaven and Aries, they are self-starters. Okay, self-starters. And this is the self-starting process is going to be coming in. So look at it, what you have and that energies there. Midheaven is going to be at Pisces at 10 o'clock. That energy is going to bring these emotions. You're going to feel the emotions. You're going to be feeling the energies, the processes that it's coming there. But the ascendant is going to be trigger Venus, the Sun, and Mercury retrograde together with Neptune. This is going to be a little bit like, what about the family? You first fix your mindset in there because you're going to see that's emotions. Sometimes you have to let it go of something. But what is that let it go? It's to mature. Okay? If you remember, if you are back in 3 years, 4 years old in there, when they bring you to the daycare, you want to stay home. You want to be in the family environment. You want to spend more time with mom, dad. And this is kind of like brings this energy of you to grow. But if you feel so attached into your mother, father figure at home and so on, guess what? You're not maturing. You're not growing. And right now, that's what the energy is coming because the ascendant it points out that 150 degrees, hey, you need to look transformations. It's gonna be good for you. It's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to mature. Get off of this family things. You feel the same energies that it's gonna be coming in when you are 16, 17 in there. You get to that energy that it's like, it's time to leave the family. It's time to be on my own. It's time to grow up. Okay? And that is gonna be leading with that transformations inside of you. All right, on the next hour, I hope your transforming can change because I mean sometimes life puts you into these situations. The ascendant is going to be with Mars. very powerful energies, actions of working on your mental, spiritual, psychological changes in there. Basically, setting up the mindset. Okay, a lot of knowledge comes in with Saturn, a lot of understanding comes in of that. Revaluations, as the North Node is traveling to Pisces, is about to clear the mental state, the mindset of like what is the ending and what is the beginning. Okay, because sometimes you have to understand that certain things are ending, but why did they ending? Are they ending for good, or there is a destructions that I'm going to be needing something to use it? It's the same time, those are going to be some interesting energies. At the same time, you're going to be looking at into past energies, past knowledge, past informations in there to revive them. And it's the same time there is going to be some energies that you are going to have to let it go, you put into recycle. You're going to be doing this purifications within yourself with this. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Midheaven's going to be with Venus and the Sun and Mercury. There, we talk about this Venus retrograde video. Haven't watched it? You can watch it yourself. It's here on the channel. That is this constantly divine energies from Lilith. Okay, it's all about balance in the relationships. You don't have the balance within yourself, you're not gonna have balancing within the relationships. And now, where is that goal? Okay, Venus is in the beginning of Aries. But why would you go into Pisces? There is these divine energies within spirit that leads to the relationships with the spirit, which is Libra represents too. Okay, any relationships that you have in there, it is about the balance. While the scales, the Libra, they are the peacemakers, they're all this and so on, but they're also representing this unifications. Okay, the good and the bad have to be in a balance. All the opposite have to be on this wise balance in there. Otherwise, what are we doing? We're constantly chasing either the good or you're chasing the bad. So you constantly go like this. But when it's in a balance, you understand, even if it's something it's imbalanced, how to balance yourself out. So check out what is your placement, where the Libra is. That's going to be telling you of what you have to balance from within. Maybe that is your need. All right. 1 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be with Chiron, puts this pressure of Mars. I know a lot of you are tired of this healing of family patterns, and I have to heal myself. Yeah, I got it. It's been in about a few months about this, and I don't even want to talk about it. But the moon squaring this at Capricorn, sometimes you don't perform in the real world because of what? Something happened in the family patterns. They're connecting with the oneself. Now you're gonna be seeing it, these energies, as the moon is gonna be at the end degrees of Capricorn. That's the cardinal energies within the earth. This is the rulers of what we're doing in the earth. And this is why this Capricorn, it's attached so much into governors. Okay, that's what there is. The government, that's what all this within you. But are you governing yourself? Are you the president of your own self? I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, you're the financial minister within yourself. You know, all that stuff, they're there personally for you. Don't look at what the people there in charge with the government, what they're doing. Let them be. They were put in that place. That's their job. Whatever they do, good, bad, ugly, that's not your business. You look in yourself. This is what is your concern. Okay. So those energies, as the ascendant is going to be at Leo or opposing Pluto, is that it's going to be you feel like, oh, I don't want to change because it's hard. I don't want to move. I don't want to learn. I don't want to be upgraded. I want to keep my old self. How do you know it's your old self is the greatest thing? Is that is matching your higher purpose? Is that is matching your things that you needed to do? Most of the people don't have these answers. Most people, they live within fears instead of living from what they are. You gotta open up. And Lilith is gonna do some good work on that. She's gonna put you in the situations that you gotta be doing. Talking about that Lilith, we are gonna be facing at that positions with Lilith at 2 o'clock. That's what I'm talking about. And right now, it's T-squaring the moon, because you're gonna feel a little bit of that intensity of the pressures as like I don't have the good relationship. I didn't did a good job because of what I did not establish myself in the world. If that is your if that is your main things, and you think that materialistically you have to be a good in the world, you're so screwed up, because your soul is never going to be at peace. Think about it. For all the people, they just want to have money, more money, more money, more real estates, more cars, and more this and more that. And they're not doing their spiritual work from within to have and enjoy the soul within the body. Okay? Sometimes those people realize these things, that they've been chasing the wrong things, because that's what the society thinks. Because when you passed, when you leave this plane of existence, guess what's going to happen to you? None of these material things will matter. Okay? As long as you're not, that's what they said, that you're losing your soul in the name of the material world because of what? A lack of balance in there. Okay? You gotta have what you need for what you're going to do, and to be balanced from within yourself. And this is why Capricorn sees that. The moon is going to be like, this is not working properly. I need to change. That change is gonna come in at 3 o'clock. We're seeing it that midheaven that it's gonna be at Taurus. The universe is gonna organize things. Okay. Just to remind you, the wallet for $2,000, it can hold the same amount of money as a wallet of $30. Okay. And the letter is the same. Okay. So this is what we are going to be finding out. Proper energies is going to be coming from Virgo's organization skills, organizing your new life. Because when you're organizing your new life is going to be organized on the basis of what? Not what the society told me, not what everybody gets it, what life shows me that I need. Okay? So I have to organize on that. The organization skills, they are in Virgo, okay? You organize yourself. This is the last zodiac sign of organizations in oneself personally. While the organizations out there and Pisces that we see in it, that energy, it is about what? I'm organizing about myself, about everyone else, about religion, about what we are with others, with universe. I know everything from the end to the beginning. Okay, I know all that stuff and so on. I have to organize how I'm gonna react and act. It's setting up your mind. Okay, while Virgo, it is about organizations in the world, where I'm gonna live, how I'm gonna live, what is going to be, is that going to serve a purpose for my spirituality? That's going to be, and so on and so on. We see these yachts there, interchange in there. They're kind of like interlocking. And you'll see this ascendant from Virgo, that it's going and points out divine energies towards Pisces. They're supposed to be oppositions, right? But they're not, because the beginning in there of Virgo, it's pointing to the end of Pisces. So this is how we are going to be organizing to ending the age of Pisces and the beginning of that energies of Aquarius. But it has to be go and review, and then the needs is going to come, and then you're going to know how to organize. So basically, you're going to be finding out this beautiful, beautiful energies, because ascendant is also in divine energies with the moon. And now the moon, it's kind of like at the last degree. So you're seeing it how this transformation processes that it's going on right here in Pisces, they are connecting here with Pluto, and that energy is going to begin. I have to reorganize myself. That is at the moments when the business owners, it's looking their statements. Okay, they're looking at the performance. Okay, let's say like what is my productions per parts per million, okay, or parts per minute. So they have a ratio, and that ratios in there, it's a ratio of efficiency. And now you find out that your efficiency is about 50%. What do you need to do? You need to change things. You need to reorganize things. Things doesn't go well. And now it's like, I need to think in a different way. Guess who could change first? When things in the companies are changing, the first things that is changing is not somebody else. It is the main owner. He realized that's what those reports are about. Now, taking that example, thinking about you. What's going to happen if you get a report of how much you do and what you do and where is your underperformance as a human here doing your missions and your situations is in there and what is that value is. So this is going to be pretty much is going to be attached to this finding your transformations need what you need to change, and that's how it's going to be these energies. But you have to also look at it like that business owner. You also have to look at it as a worker in there. Are you doing the proper work so the efficiency of the company is going to improve? So it's going to be kind of like a tied up. Some of you may be seeing a lot of meetings. Maybe there's going to be some introductions. It's like we're going to do some new changes here. Things has to be changed because otherwise I have to let go of people. Our performance is not, and I'm going to do everything. But I want all employees to do best as they can to go ahead and achieve this. And this is where that improvement is going to come. The personal improvement that it's going to be required as a need that it comes in within. Okay? The energy is going to be present. And here is, we have the midheaven that is going to be at Gemini, beautiful energies as the moon is entering what? It's entering Aquarius. Now is that changes are on the way. You start thinking an advancement. You start going within this. It's 4 o'clock. Now this process is going on within yourself, and you're like, oh, okay, I got it, and then move on, and then move on, and then move on. Okay, and now you're redeveloping things that they needs to be redeveloped in a very powerful way. Now you're beginning this fast-paced Aquarius energies. Okay, you are kind of like those moments in there when you have so many things to do and you prolonged it for a long time, and all of a sudden it's coming this energy. You do all those things for a very short amount of time, and you didn't know how you should do it. That is Aquarius energy. Quickly, fast, you are accomplished things because you are acting from different plane of energy. All right, the next hour at 5 o'clock, the ascendant still is going to be at Virgo. You organize things to get over of this Chiron energies. Of course, the oppositions is it's like when you try to organize yourself, but guess what? Cannot organize yourself just for one day. Can just moving from one house to another. It's not going to happen for one day. It's going to be required packaging. It's going to be required organizing transportation. It's going to be required financial. It's going to be required some new documents and so on and so on. Okay, now you're seeing that this needs, and now you're like, oh, I got so many things. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't kind of like a panic and so on and so on. It's gonna be require some changes, and the changes has to be steady, proper. without pressure, without push, without hush, without rush. Okay, it just have to be in order. Okay, in order. If you have something in Virgos, you know what this is about. All right, tough times is gonna be because cardinal changes are gonna be coming, and nobody likes cardinal changes. Everyone is like, can I be able to do it? Can I be able to change the deal? Can I be able to transform? Can I be able to get all this? I guess what the moon and Pluto tell you. You got everything in your disposal, but you have to overcome your cardinal fears. You see that beautiful divine energies that coming from the moon and Pluto from Aquarius towards Cancer. That's the beauty. You're moving from a victim mode to a creative mode. Okay, you are coming from this unsuccessful to this new energy of success within yourself. And this is what this change all of a sudden came in because you start seeing it, what the change can bring within you. But it's going to be rough. It's going to be asking you cardinally you to change. You need to change yourself. You need to change in the family. You need to change in the relationships. That will lead to transformation as well in the professional orientations of what you're going to do in life within yourself. All right, the energy is calming down. Things are coming in there. Ascendant and Libra, it's like we need to create a balance, but it has to be a balance with Mars. Because Mars right now is not in that positions, lack of actions in there, and Mars is like, what are you talking about actions from me? I haven't set up my mind yet. I'm still learning. I'm going forward. I'm practicing learning, but I'm not going with like a horse out of the stable. I'm not going that way. I've been done it. I did wrong things. I got in this. I right now I'm looking at it with that. Mars is gonna get a little bit more when he goes into Leo. That is gonna be like I'm changing myself. Now you're working on your spiritual emotions. We are talking about Cancer, Pisces, trine in there, and right now Mars is like I'm working on that, and that is it the proper way because we have to set it up the mindset because we have to evolve the spirituality when we're working on ourselves. Okay, so a lot of mental work has been done, proper energies because of Saturn. You need to understand Saturn and Pisces is very powerful. Okay, this is the priest. Okay, the priest. That is the priest and Pisces, the proper priest. I'm not talking about the priest who's preaching it. So no, the one that comes in and tells you the right things. All right, 8 o'clock, that energy of Mars that's going to be going into Leo is going to be creating these issues. We are going to see that. Okay, we're going to be seeing it, but Mars is going to be moving forward. But the ascendant that it's in Libra says like it's not going to be balanced. It's going to be out of a balance. It's going to be out of these situations. How come this energy of the ascendant right now squaring Mars is tells everything? We're going to see that the ascendant that's going to be at the end of, we're talking about 15 minutes later. That's about 8:15 p.m. When the ascendant is going to be with the mean Lilith's in there, it's going to begin to square what? Pluto and the moon. And that is going to be this intense energies also with that midheaven that's going to be at Leo. We're going to see this energy says like warning. Okay, this is like the truck with the cow stuff. It's coming back up towards you. It's like coming towards you, and you're like, no, 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 no. I got this. I'm going to be going a different way. I'm going to be changing. I'm not taking this intense energies. Okay. I see that what needs to be changed. I'm going with the transformations. And this is going to be a moment when you decide that you want to change. And that change is going to be coming very beautiful, very powerful. That midheaven, there is a that Leo developing self. Okay. It's going to be with Jupiter at Gemini. You decide that you're going to be the one with friendliness within you. Yeah. The first thing first is be a friend to your own self. Even though the Jupiter doesn't have a aspects right now with the other planets, that is the time that you have to pay attention of the one self, but you have to be alone. And that's what some of the people are gonna feel like, oh, I'm alone. Even if you are in a relationship, you feel like you are alone for that reason because there is no growth. You're expecting that the growth has to be constant. No, the growth is not constant. The growth is up and down and it goes up and down. It's like if you ever watch the stocks performance in the market, that's what growth is, ups and downs. Okay, so don't get too much emotionally within this, particularly if you are um, Gemini, you may gonna have some hard times right now because of this, but things are the way they are. You have to accept them as they are, even though that these changes are coming, these organizations are coming. You saw it 4 hours ago. That was the ascendant there. That was those interlocking yachts there. Now you're working out that energy, but you had the visions for it. That was a 4 hour span that you got from these visions. You understood what it's coming towards you. And now it's asking you to do it, to organize yourself within that beautiful, powerful energies of transformations from Pisces into Aries and from Aries to Pisces. It's kind of like a lot of things you go back and forth, like this pendulum that it moves back and back and back and back. But that is a balance. It's the same force going to two different opposite directions. Okay. But if you're taking like this mindset in there and you cannot figure things out within you, this is kind of like you're walking also through doors, through portals, back and forth, back and forth. You are transforming changes from the old energies to the new. And that's what it happens. And that organizations is going to be with this, as I explained it to you guys. If you organize yourself of moving, you're moving from the old place to the new place, from new level of existence, from the old level of existence to a new level of existence. It's that organization skill, but you do it on art. Why? That is it, the moments when you realize you've been living by yourself and now you have to go and move in with your boyfriend, girlfriend, married, however. How do you do that? You make that conscious organizations. Okay, you both have sofas, so the one sofa has to go. You both have TVs. Okay, you both have the pretty much the same furnitures, right? You have to make these decisions, but those decisions are coming with what? The general idea of the mindset. We need to put the life together, and that is it. Okay. Very beautiful of the moon. It's going to be with Pluto in there. Very powerful organizations, a very powerful understanding of the balance, and very beautiful power of the energy that is going to be coming with this moving from Aries, Pisces, Aries energy. Okay, you're getting the idea. Would you do it? Is the question. Okay, would you do it? You saw the need. That is it, the need. Okay. But the question is would you do it? All right. Some people will not do it because of lack of the growth. Jupiter is gonna be, oh well, I don't feel it. It is not the growth. be mindful about what you feel, because what you feel can come also from where? From the place of fear, particularly fear of the unknown. Oh, how it's going to be, and I'm crazy, and I'm nuts. What I'm doing, I'm going to be destroying my life, or all that stuff. Okay. Now, when you see the ascendant that is going to be at Scorpio, it says like, go to your emotions, have hope, have belief, dear Mars, create those actions because you know what it's in that old road. You've been there. You've been on your own. You've been living on your own. You've been getting it in there. Get off of this hermit mode. Virgos, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. And that is that energy. As you see that the midheaven is sextile with Mars, is about to get the strength. And when the strength is coming, things happened. Okay. But now you're doing it from what? A point of wisdom. And that's going to be at 11 o'clock at night when this energy of this mindset works within you. So we are going to be going through, and tomorrow the energy is going to be, of course, interesting as well. I'm going to be showing you what we are going to be dealing in the morning. So as you see it as the energies are, you're going to be going into bed, that you're going to be pretty much waking up as this moon and Pluto, they are going to be shining here towards the sun and Mercury retrograde. So there's going to be some, this authority is going to be why you are silent about this, why you're silent about that, why you speak this, why you don't speak that. In there, Venus is about 1 degree away from going back into Pisces. There's going to be a lot of mindset has been gonna go. Mars putting this trines towards Venus. You're going to be start seeing it of this support. If you have a supportive partner, supportive family, or if you do this energy of supporting your family and so on, you will understand that everything it was organized by this clock in there. But for that, we are going to be talking about more tomorrow. Okay, guys? If you have so many questions, you may ask. We'll love to hear comments from you. I would like to hear your feedback, how this is working for you. And I love the people who does these comments. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow.